Well, howdy, folks. Um, Ken here with No Bull in the Sky. I've got an interesting report for you. Sort of looking at it from the sky, and I was just doing a little research as to what maybe might be part of the cause of the pollution here along the river, if you've seen some of the tide pool reports that I had. Okay, so what we're going to do, I'm going to take a look at where I have my pointer now is at Astoria. That's the mouth of the Columbia River. And I think you know that if you go up past Portland and then past Hood River, up around Kennewick, up around in here, you come to the Hanford Nuclear Repository Site. And we've had a lot of radiation dumped into the river, a huge amount. You can research it yourself. I did after the Fukushima disaster in 2011. And I found out that there's so much radiation that's already come down the river. I actually stopped worrying about Fukushima radiation coming all the way across the Pacific, although I do think that has happened. So part of the contamination along the Columbia is obviously due to this Hanford nuclear site here. And then also I wanted you to know that there's another site up here where this red dot is, which we're going to take a look at. And this is where the Washington Power was building, I think, 7 reactors at one time. And you can see it's about 50 miles up from the mouth of the Columbia River, where we go in at Grays Harbor, Westport, excuse me. And let's just take a look at what's going on here. They were building these reactors, and then the whole thing kind of went bust. And the closest town is Brady. Okay, so anyway, let's look at it. And here's the old site. You can start to see the 2 stacks that are still remaining, the 2 condensate stacks. And do you notice anything else unusual here? I was looking around for stuff that might be left lying around, like spent fuel rods or something. And what's this? What are all these? Automobiles. And by the way, I've noticed these are brand new cars. I bet almost anything on there. I haven't driven there and looked at them, but this is the way they park them. And they're building up all over the world. I just thought this is hilarious that here they are right in our own backyard. And so I actually did a quick count of these cars by groups and sizes and stuff, and I came up with that there's 2,898 cars here, approximately, is what I counted. Almost 3,000 cars. Brand new cars. What are they doing? They don't even try to sell them for scrap. Something's crazy. Okay, well, I happen to notice there's another yard up here right above the old failed Whoops plant. And look at all the cars here. What's going on, people? What's going on? I counted another 4,000 cars, so we're up to almost 7,000 cars. And that represents a value of over $140 million. And it's just going to sit there. They're not doing anything with these, or are they planning an invasion? This doesn't look like invasion kind of vehicles. Or does it? Well, you're certainly welcome to leave your ideas. I would love to hear them. But I'll tell you what one of my thoughts is that the only way they could afford to just let all these cars rot away, get nothing for them, it would seem to me they'd have to be able to make the cars for almost nothing. And I'm talking replicator technology. Like take a 3D printer and take that technology another 50 years into the future. And you can bet they already have that. In fact, you can hear testimony from people who have worked in a secret space program, and they'll tell you they use replicators for all their food, their uniforms, spare parts, anything. They replicate as they need it. Is that what's going on here? So they're sticking these cars any place they can find a large flat surface to park them right under our nose without us even knowing about it. Well, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a like. I'd appreciate it if you subscribe. I don't seem to have very many members. Nobody seems to be viewing my videos, but you know what? I don't think the view counts mean a thing. So I'm not too worried about it. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next episode.